Hello and welcome to another VOD review. Today I'm going to be looking at TSM Academy and talking about why they're actually struggling again in this amateur tournament. Like Norg, they do have like some notable names like Viper, Under, Five Fire, and Big. And Value is someone that has been playing in like amateur league and collegiate league, I believe, for a while. But mostly, like, I'm talking about TSM Academy's roster and why they haven't been finding success with Hunter and Cody-san in their team. So we'll really dig into like what actually happened. So obviously, like No Org, they have a very aggressive top side, and they want to be utilizing their tier fault and going for like a. They want to get this Jace ahead, and when this Jace does get ahead, the Jace will start getting the top tower. Then once he gets the top tower, he'll transition that lead to down to mid and start, shock blasting the Zoe, and that way they can start playing the game. And even like if Jace does come, and they can start forming bot with Alistair ultimate and going for like a dive, some sort of, and getting some sort of pressure in that advantage. Whereas TSM Academy, they want to be playing through like a bot. People have been playing a lot of Tristana into Kai'Sa, but Tristana into Alice is kind of hard because she has like a bit of a buffering from her W, and she'll just get comboed and potentially like die from the Alistair. So it's going to be hard for Cody-san to actually dive in front of them, but they do have like a Olaf, and they have the Rao and the Zoe for like a potential priority and coming into the lane, and the Olaf can slowly start staking up the dragon and go for like a dragon win condition coming from them, and they want to go for like some sort of team fight. And whereas No Org, they want to split up the map and cause chaos with Jace split push priority and Twisted Fate like ulting onto someone and going for like potential like number advantage with Twisted Fate ultimate. So we'll just see how this game actually pans out. So obviously like not much is going to happen at level 1. Maybe like a potential invade coming from like a Nidalee and Jace, because they are quite strong at level 1. But other than that, Nidalee gets like a bottom leash. Olaf actually starts at chicken. I'm not sure why. I think it would have been better. Like ideally, Olaf wants to start at blue and pull it into the Gromp and go for like a fast clear. I think that might have been a better play. But we should see like because ultimately like Olaf wants to pass from top to bot in later stage, because he wants to get the dragon stack. So if he wants to go for this route, he needs to be at the chicken before 4-minute mark, so he doesn't get his raptor stolen. So yeah, so not much is going to happen early game. Sorry about the buffering, because where there is, I couldn't really find like a YouTube VOD of this game, so like I'm using like a Twitch. So so obviously like not much is happening early game. Both these junglers are just farming it out. Barbip is like bit late on like the top camp, like I mentioned. If he like as I mentioned, like it wasn't like the 4 minute. It's the respawn of these camps is 2 minutes, and the fact Barbip is losing this camp, it's very crucial, because it's not the first camp that you should be worried about losing, it's the second respawn camp that you should be worried about losing. And they're actually going for the kill, and Olaf actually gets the first blood. When did Olaf actually flash? Oh, he flashed early, okay. So Zoe Sword, actually he flashed very badly. Like they definitely could have lived, but then again, like if Under makes a lot of time, then it's going to be hard for Barbip to actually live, because Twisted Fates has like a teleport coming up, and this looks like a very bad scenario coming from TSM Academy already. So and noticeably, like Under did manage to steal away the Raptor camp, and he got the kill, and he got the 2 assists. So very big lead coming from No Gaming already. So we just have to like observe what actually did happen. Why did this happen? So Twisted Fate, obviously, like he got hit by Olaf X, and Zoe is coming after the Twisted Fate. The bubble misses, and I guess the Zoe actually didn't see the Alistair next to him, and he actually lost a bit of tempo going around. So, or did Alistair actually flash or something? No, he just walked up to like a pulver range. So, very bad mistake coming from Sword, and very disappointing micro in the end. And Babu actually gets a turret shot, and he actually dies as well. So, overall, like bit of a micro mistake, and but overall, like map movement, I would say Babip starting the chicken actually cost him this kind of play, because if he started blue or if he started red, the Raptor camp would have spawned a little bit later, and none of this Under had no business to invade. So like there was no reason for him to actually go into that sort of play. So this is just another replay, but big props to No Gaming to actually get 3 kills, and it was 3 kill and get some sort of like I would say it's a gigantic lead into this. And when we do look into this game, like already like this Nidalee is just so far ahead, and like there's a bit of a chaos coming from TSM Academy, and as we see, like there's a bit of a pause. Just gonna fast forward, but already like the reason why No Gaming is putting this much pressure at mid side of the game is because if they start getting priority through the Twisted Fate lane, then Twisted Fate will have much easier time to Twisted Fate uses Destiny onto the side lane, and it's going to create even more side lane pressure. So the mid lane is super important, and the fact Sword isn't bullying out Firefire as much as he wants, it's really hurting the chance that TSM is winning this game, pretty much. Luckily, TSM Academy, they got the Dragon, which is something that I said at the start, and it's something we should have expected them to be stacking. But the fact that they're down in gold, and the fact that they can't really contest this Herald and at 3v3 top is going to be problematic. So what TSM Academy can do is they can actually give a big base recall for, so Babu can start doing bot to top, and they can get a push, and they can the Tristana and Rel can base and go top side and go for some sort of 5v5 fight or like 4v4 fight, because they still know the unaffected lane is the bot lane. And here comes the Hansa. He's actually out of mana, so this is kind of scary for him to do so. And here comes the Twisted Fate ult, and he actually doesn't die. Yeah, that was a very clutch Scion W coming from him. So yeah, that was a very silly move from Hansa, because like there was no reason for him to actually put down that vision. Even if he gets that vision, there's like he's not going to be exerting that much pressure onto the map anyway. So as you can see, like Rel and Tristana's already moving on the map, but because of what happened, and because there's been a bit of a delay in terms of like map movement, like Scion doesn't have TP, he still has Ignite, so this is actually a potential 5v5 fight. So this fight is already like a lost cause for TSM Academy, even though they went for like a swap. The only like beneficiary out of this is like the Scion, but Scion is not your primary carry like the Tristana is. So like if Tristana was farming bot and getting 2 turret plate, I'd say it's sort of fine. But the fact it's Scion, it's really bad for TSM Academy. And like as long as like no orc can like keep up this pressure, and obviously they didn't actually kill anyone with the Twisted Fate ult, but the fact Twisted Fate is up in farm, he has a lot of freedom, it's a bit problematic for TSM Academy. So when I watch a lot of TSM Academy's game, a lot of their issue came from the mid-game transition. So hopefully this game we can actually see what kind of mistake they make, but generally speaking, like Cody-san is on the side by himself, and mid lane doesn't have a lot of pressure, and Sword doesn't really know what to do, and he is a rookie, and it's kind of sad that he's not playing as well as we expected. So yeah, and once again, like Zoe, she has like no vision, but like Zoe should be pressuring mid instead of like following for this kind of play. Like, I know like Twisted Fate is like already Twisted Fate can ult top, but like there needs to be some sort of communication between TSM Academy mid laner Sword and the top laner that the tower is already gone. Just push mid. Don't worry about wasting your tempo trying to defend, because that's the worst thing you want to do in League of Legends. Playing reactive game. And in fact, Twisted Fate is the one who's getting first priority, and he might even ult down bot instead now. So yeah, and Twisted Fate and Nidalee, they're moving together. They're getting a lot of chip damage onto the mid tower, and yeah, so like not much is happening. Under, he will probably get killed. Yeah, Under gets killed, and yeah, so like I guess this is something that TSM did well. It's they're utilizing their bot priority to make some sort of play, and there was a very nice bubble coming from Sword. So props to him, punishing Ender, and Bubble just finishes it off, and yeah, Jace gets the return kill, but it's 2-for-1 towards TSM Academy. 3-for-1, make that. So even then, like the mistake was coming out from No Org. They should have really. So if we go back even further, they should have waited until Jace is on the map. Like Jace should be here, poking Zoe out, and land the EQ, and someone's going to be almost half health. So like No Org had no business to be on this side of the map yet until Jace was ready to fight. But yeah, that was a very nice engage from Rel. I think Rel is one of the most broken champ right now. The engage is super good. I think I tweeted before, and it's like, it almost reminds me of like Rakan release level of engage, and it's very hard for pro players to actually react upon those kind of engages. So TSM Academy, they actually have like some sort of win condition now with like 2 dragon stack being up, and yeah, so like there No Orgs is actually putting a lot of pressure down mid. So this is the kind of mid game transition that I'm talking about. Like as soon as you see like Kai'Sa mid, or like if you see Twisted Fate bot, you need to send Tristana mid. You need to send Tristana and Rel mid, because we know Tristana and Rel gets priority through that, and they can start getting vision on bot side. Then Sword can push safely, because like 1v1 wise, like no one should die. Maybe I'm not quite sure. Maybe Zoe has a bit of an advantage. I'm not sure, but like if you have Zoe down mid, she's gonna be outnumbered at mid, and it's your solo laner sharing experience with support or your jungler, so that's bad. And if your Tristana's mid, like at least she can like put some sort of priority into the mid lane, and if you have that priority, you can and if you have the pressure in lane, you can use that tempo to get some sort of vision. But right now, Tristana's down mid bot. She's just taking bot tower. Like this tower has no value whatsoever, whereas No Org, they know if they get this mid tower, it's going to be easier for value and big value to get get even more pressure. So like, yes, Tristana got this tower, but you're going to lose mid tower. Like and this Jace is here, so like Jace can I want to see like Jace hitting an EQ onto someone. It should be like over half health. Okay, he misses EQ, but like they're using so much tempo now. Like this is not No Orgs. It's not their turn to actually go for like some sort of like they can't ARAM anymore, because Tristana already got the bot tower, and I think if Jace actually hit the tower, they would have gotten they would have gotten the mid tower. So let's actually see what happens. Nidalee actually gets the blue. Twisted Fate is down bot, so no contest coming from no orc whatsoever, and they're getting and I like that that I'm seeing no orc is like doing like ebb and flow kind of play. Like they send numbers mid, then a TSM is bit late to the fight. Then they sent the numbers mid, then they decided, hey, let's just give up Herald, and they're actually taking the bot tier 1 tower, which frees up the Twisted Fate a lot more when it comes to like a future dragon fight. And once again, like TSM Academy, they're actually sending Tristana to the side lane. So like, I would have really liked to see Cody Sun going to mid and putting Sword on the side and applying pressure from there, because this is like not the right play, and putting Tristana mid is much more valuable. Okay, now they're doing it. Now they're aiming, because the TSM Academy knows if they get the Dragon Soul, they can at least get back into the game somehow. And they EQ'd at around about like 25% HP of Zoe, so one more of those and Zoe should be scared of poking someone out. So both these teams playing a bit of ARAM. I think Twisted Fate can actually just, go bot, and then he can utilize his ultimate to like catch up people in some sort of position. But the Nidalee Spear is actually hitting a lot of people, and the Zoe should be here right now instead of here, because like he's a bit cut off, and TSM's idea is just to get the dragon, but Zoe is just too far away from his team, and he needs to be like here right now. He needs to be here, now he needs to be here, trying to poke here. Like this is, he's just too far away from his team, and he actually gets caught. And who gets the dragon? The blue team actually gets the dragon, and I believe TSM Academy actually will get wiped almost. I guess they don't get wiped, but yeah, a lot of them just perished, like both Zoe and Olaf. And the most important thing is the dragon did get lost, and yeah, TSM, one of the win condition coming from TSM Academy, it's not gone, but it's no orc is gonna buy even more time, and it's gonna put less pressure onto them when it comes to getting taking a soul point from TSM Academy. And I think Yersan should have just died instead of giving gold over to Kai'Sa. So now this guy Kai'Sa got extra 300 gold, and something actually happened at mid. So tower is already low. Honza has no business of being here, and that's a very nice Everfrost buy from Firefire, and no orc. They seem to be moving as a team better than TSM Academy. Like Zoe did a good poking before the fight, but the positioning of Zoe was a bit poor, in my opinion. And like even here, like I hope it goes forward. Even here, like Scion should be top. Like someone needs to go to side. Like this is just ARAM with like no purpose. Okay, I guess there was a Herald usage, but like someone needs to go top right now. And is it going to be Tristana? I think Zoe should be going top instead, but instead Tristana is going top. Like both the mid laners aren't really CSing well in this game, but I guess Anda is like the real carry of this team. And he flashes out, and do they catch the Alistair? Nope, no one dies, but 2 flash gone from no orc. So that's the kind of play that TSM Academy wants to make. But then again, like no orc had no business of trying to get vision when their Jace was on the side. So they just need to play the side lane game. And once again, like here comes Under, and he actually doesn't land the spear, so this is already gone. But Beak actually goes for a potential engage, but yeah, nothing should ever happen here. And Big actually gets caught out. No, that was a very nice rapid fire gold card. And Jace gets like a free tower at the bottom. It looks like it. So yeah, so And like I said, the mid game coming from TSM, like just put Tristana your bot lane mid and get some sort of priority and get some sort of vision around here and contest it. And Zoe can safely push, and maybe she probably won't have like priority when it's like an even lane, but at least she can come through mid and then she can go through top that way. And this dragon fight is going to be important once again, and Sword actually gets caught out, and here comes the rail engage, and rail dies for Sword, and Bubby actually will fall actually. No, Sword dies as well, and Honsa dies as well. So we got to see actually what actually happened. Like the vision is not very so Zoe throws her Q, and she actually goes for a poke, and she gets hit by rapid fire red card. So yeah, so there was they need to so in order for Zoe to do actual damage, she needs to be inside like the dragon area, and they need to maintain that vision. Obviously, like it's gonna be they have Force Squishy and Alistair that can face check, but they need to maintain this vision, and Sword needs to be positioning himself, so he needs to be like here poking instead, not here. Or Rel needs to be here, and his team needs to be in a line that they can safely protect the Zoe from poking, because like that one mistake really snowballed this game, and yeah, and they take the Baron, and by the looks of it, the game is pretty much in favor of no org. Yep. Oh, and the Zoe gets blown up, and yep. So yeah. So like now TSM is just falling apart. They can't really deal with the side lane pressure coming from no org. So big props to them, recognizing they're playing this game well, and they're executing like the Jace Nidalee Twisted Fate comp really well. And I would say like this is a very difficult composition to execute, because like there's not a lot of mistake you can make before you lose the game. So very good game coming from no org. But the one thing that I keep the reason why I wanted to do this VOD review is like, why is TSM Academy struggling with Taunter and Cody Sun? Like I think they could be doing a lot better if they use Cody Sun's like strength, like his lane priority, and if they start putting him in mid and during the mid game, and it allows Sword to be pushing in the side lane. And I think the coaching staff from TSM Academy needs to recognize this and help out Sword, who is a rookie, that he needs to push his side lane, and he can safely push if he gets vision from the mid lane. And that's the whole purpose of this VOD review, and I really wanted to go like I really want to do more VOD review of TSM Academy, even though I think they're out of this tournament. But I want to see more of TSM Academy. I want to see more of like academy games, like why certain X Academy team is struggling. So thanks for watching. So I'll see you guys next time.